Remember, at the very beginning, we were only focusing on the drivers, but when the pandemic hit, we had to divert a little bit. And now we are proud to say a lot of our market vendors are very happy. Anything that helps improve the lives of the people in the community, anything that allows us to touch the lives of the people is definitely what we stand for. And I think those are the components that makes us very proud.
In places like Nigeria, 20% of the population do not have access to vaccines. The major cause of this is actually due to the lack of supporting infrastructure for distribution, and that's where we come in.
We're doing great, because one of the things that people love about us is just that we don't just present you your breakfast. Yes, it's a gift and we make it a gift.
The pandemic, I didn't even think this time would come. We thought all those expectations were there, but we got humbled and we came back to reality. Initially we were focusing on the movement of people, but now that almost 50% of people no longer travel as much as they used to, let's move goods.
We're good, eh? My name is Ricky Rapper-Thompson, co-founder and director of SafeBoda. We're happy to say that we have continued to improve our app, and our system now works much more better because we had a lot of time to really invest into making sure that our system works perfectly well. Today, for the first time, you have a local app, an app that has been built from Chevando, Kampala, Uganda, that you can open and then order for, maybe if you want a medicine, or if you want food, or if you want a Rolex, or if you want a nyanya or utunguru, this fresh product from a different market. And that has allowed many other people to stay in the comfort of their homes or in the comfort of their offices and make requests and make orders of things that they need. I think this is something that that has always been missing in the population, and many other people wanted it. And also on the other side, because historically it was really difficult to believe in some of these products, because you hear that this one, that one, but you didn't know the people behind them, you couldn't interact with them. And for us, we have seen that the availability of this platform has allowed many other Ugandans to embrace and interact with online platforms like ours. Also on the other side, we've improved on the flow, especially with the shopping and the new features that we brought during the pandemic. I think there are a number of things that makes us very, very proud, but our payment system is something that makes us very, very proud as of today, because it allows our drivers and our passengers to seamlessly make payment and receive payment as well. And you've also seen that over the last couple of months, lots of customers have been very happy with our payment system, where they've been able to buy fuel, especially from the Shell petrol station, at a very discounted price. Besides that, or the shopping platform as well, where now customers were able to buy fresh products from the different markets, is one of those that makes us very proud, because it puts us in the best position to create impact in the society that we continue to serve. Before the COVID, our drivers used to earn an average of around 45,000 shillings. Today, as I speak, our drivers earn an average of around 25,000 shillings. So the reduction in the earning of our drivers is still a very big challenge. When the pandemic hit, we had to call everybody together, and we had to call for emergency meeting, and we took very difficult decisions. And among them was, of course, to lay off some of the team as a way of reducing our costs. Of course, we'll need to do a comprehensive study, but when you see what has happened in the border industry, the fact that today a border guy is able to wear a clean reflector that has his name, that is able to wear a helmet with the proper branding and the number on it. So the question is, what will it take for us to have an impact like the one of Amazon? I think it will take time. It will take an extra investment in making sure that SafeBoda goes beyond Kampala. A lot of people now understand and believe in these online platforms, because historically it was really difficult to believe in some of these products, because you hear that this one, that one, but you didn't know the people behind them, you couldn't interact with them. And for us, we have seen that the availability of this platform has allowed many other Ugandans to embrace and interact with online platforms like ours. Today, a lot of people work for companies not because you pay them, but it's because they believe in the vision and the mission that you stand for. So when you have the right people with you, they'll continue to challenge you. When you look at the area of transport, even as SafeBoda, we haven't been able to provide a solution for everybody. We are only still in Kampala. There's still a lot of other districts outside Kampala, newly created cities and districts that we have not yet covered. So that provides a big gap. And when you look at the area of housing, real estate, there's still a lot of space in that area. If you look at agriculture, which is the backbone of this country, there's still a lot that has not yet been done. So I still see a lot of other opportunities that many other young people could jump on and be able to turn that into amazing things.
A chance we have to make it around 9. So I can say it's an e-commerce platform, and what we've done also is to bridge the delivery and logistics, because now we've implemented delivery boys who would just come and pick up the delivery from the point where the product is directly to the customer's doorstep. Well, our ecosystem is basically 3 people. One is the seller themselves. They upload their products and start waiting for their orders to come. So and then the second person in our ecosystem is the delivery guy. So the delivery person is the one who picks the order. Immediately it comes to our platform. So we use a technology called geofencing, where when an order is placed, it automatically reaches our admin end, and then it automatically also reaches the driver or the person who does the delivery. So that process then is simpler. And then the third person in our ecosystem is the customer, because when something is made easy and efficient for someone, then a lot of problems that always people have when they're looking for customers is reduced. I give you an example of let's say agricultural products. You know, they can get bad within a very short period of time. But if you have an e-commerce or a marketplace that would make a farmer be able to sell faster on the internet, then that's something that really saves a lot of time and money.
You guys are making me think. I'm expecting me to be smiling. Do I need to smile? Why?
I need you
To be happy?
Yes.
I'm happy. At GRICD, we're focused on technologies that help improve the cold chain space, targeting 2 sectors, healthcare and agriculture.
The solar panel helps prolong the lifeline of the battery. When you have to go into remote areas where that will take about 10 hours to get to without any source of electricity, you have the solar panels to come in to back you up, so the products that you are moving to such locations remain potent.
With the swappable batteries, you could take as many batteries with you on your journey. Electricity is a challenge. So we've seen that you are not even limited by that in transporting vaccines or very temperature sensitive materials. The batteries, the boxes, are trackable. So they have a mobile SIM embedded in them. And with that, it's able to send data to our servers, and then we're able to monitor the location, the temperature, of the materials that are stored in the boxes.
People started to see an opportunity where they didn't see an opportunity in the past. The globe is going to change as regards how business is done, about the requirements from different organizations as well. I mean, if you look at some of the funding that even comes from government, non-government organizations, development agencies, their funds now really just focused on the cold chain space, focused on vaccine delivery, strengthening logistics, strengthening solar refrigeration, solar powers as well, basically just to ensure that people get access to the vaccine. You know, so yeah, there's that opportunity here at the moment. We have seen other businesses that are addressing similar challenges, but mostly from a storage perspective, while GRICD kind of focuses on mobility and also real-time communication for validation or invalidation of products. So I think GRICD is in collaboration with a lot of the other tech businesses that are actually trying to solve the supply chain or cold chain problem that is a major issue across sub-Saharan Africa and across other developing countries. And we're building innovation that kind of helps with mobility and tracking while in transit, or even tracking while in storage. So we're just basically improving what those people have and also helping them ensure that the products which you don't want to go bad while in storage doesn't also get bad while in transit. So it's more like complementing what they already have. And like I mentioned, it's a chain. So that's where GRICD, that's how we collaborate within the ecosystem. I mean, it's not really easy. I'm being honest, it's not really easy, but I think if you have a potential, if your business has the potential, you have a founder too that's also quite passionate about what he's trying to solve or she's trying to solve. I think there's always a way. You would have to explore different instruments. GRICD in the nearest future would be a global solution. I don't think the problems we're trying to solve are pertinent to Africa alone or Nigeria alone. I mean, they are present in developed countries.
Good morning. My name is Gladys from the Food Coliseum.
Hi, Gladys.
I'm here to deliver a breakfast package for Mr. Vincent. Am I on to Mr. Vincent?
Yes, you are.
I have a breakfast package for you. It's a surprise
downstairs?
package. Yes, I am downstairs.
Okay, I'll see you in a minute.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
At Food Coliseum, we help to keep love alive with our luxury breakfast gift trays. From Instagram via DM, WhatsApp via the WhatsApp messages, and the Booker app as well. So we really, to be honest, get phone calls. We really, out of 100, I'll say like 20% call. A lot of people just DM us via Instagram, And yeah, we get referrals, but it's majorly from Instagram, it's majorly from WhatsApp and the Booker app. For now, it's just been, privately funded, just a family, basically. So we hope to be able to, pitch the concept and the business plan of this company to investors in the, nearest months. I wouldn't say nearest future because, the future is here right now for the business. Our breakfast gifts are well packaged, prepared with so much love. You feel loved immediately. You got candles in some of our packs, and got lighters in some of them, where you just, we just put cheesy words like, "Oh, light your love," and just embrace love. We've got things that are just a little bit different from a lot of people that are into this business.
Let's go.
Health, wellness, sport, beauty, medical breakthroughs. Healthy Living cares about your well-being. What are the main health concerns in Africa and around the world? Find out the latest on coronavirus. Connect with our experts and ask them questions.
How long does the virus stay?
Join me, Linor Moudou, in Washington every week on Healthy Living, right here on VOA.
My name is Hakiza Ronald, and I'm a co-founder and team leader at UgaBus. So what UgaBus does is that, number one is that we offer an end-to-end digital ticketing and logistics platform for the bus industry. And then in building a bus community, we are saying that, hey, we need to avail the customer the right information on the available buses, the buses that are following the SOPs, the regulations, things that people need to put into consideration when they are going to travel. But also, most importantly, we wanted to bring down the cost of marketing. So to us, building a travel community would be a faster way for us to bring down that cost. So what's new right now at UgaBus is that we're majorly focusing on building a travel community that focuses on public transport, especially that we notice one of the challenges that is facing people who are traveling right now is a lack of authentic information that they can rely on. For example, people do not know how much are the fares, what time the bus is set off, what exact regulations are happening, are they following the SOPs, are they social distancing, then what buses are still as chaotic as before, and what buses have adopted things like the digital ticketing that UgaBus is availing. So one, we are educating the customer, and then after that we are selling the service to them in such a way that an educated customer can be able to make an informed decision. For now, I should say UgaBus has digitized the bus industry in Uganda. Bus companies have started adopting online things, like bus companies like YY have now a website where people can book bus tickets on their website. Other buses like Link, and shockingly, all those are our services that we're offering them. So as a startup, we were targeting rising investment, and actually we are at an advanced stage of rising investment as a startup, and all that was crushed. That opportunity of us being able to raise investment was crushed, and the hope has reduced slightly of raising investment so that we can scale and move fast, which is not a good sign for us. One of the biggest challenges we're facing is customer education. Each client has the way they want the product to work. So it means you have to think and tilt, and at the end of the day, you end up white labeling the entire product for a client, and then you end up white labeling it for another one, and it takes a lot of resources and a lot of time. The other is that we're working with limited resources. You know, this pandemic has put me in one of the most toughest positions I've ever been in. So each time I talk to our staff, I always want to find out how they are faring, and one of the ways I found out is that they also did lean, they also tried to adopt some lean methods of survival. Some of them went to cheaper accommodation. Maybe they also adopted working from home because it's cheaper to work from home apparently. Then another tough decision is that those who couldn't deliver, those who were outrightly dispensable, actually were laid off. Then we remained with those who we call the Navy SEALs, those who we really are sure they will deliver against all odds. Then also, because our revenue is reduced, we have to find ways to still work within the little revenue that we are bringing in. Initially, you'd book a ticket, then there would be someone at the bus park to handle it. Then, you know, we had agents all over and all that. So we realized that no, actually this time around, you can technically use the app, book the ticket, and then travel without even talking to anyone, interacting with anyone, and everything relies on the internet. The pandemic helped us introduce new business arms. Initially, we were just selling bus tickets on the UgaBus app. Then we launched the bus management system. Then we are launching the luggage management business. Then we are launching what we call the product sales, where we are saying what are some of those things people may need when they are traveling and that we can actually sell them. Then we are also looking at other things that we might launch very soon. Then we are rolling out also the luggage business. So we are saying that, hey, look here, initially we were focusing on the movement of people, but now that almost 50% of people no longer travel as much as they used to, let's move goods. So if people want to move maybe food from their villages to the city, people want to send parcels, people want to send whatever they want to send, we can avail them a solution that enables them move this luggage. One, at a very low price than they would ideally pay for. Number two, in a more convenient way. So we are offering an extreme peace of mind in the movement of luggage for the people. Yeah, so those are the two things that we're working on right now as we see how the pandemic progresses. Because I mean, tough times call for tough measures. I'm extremely resilient and audacious. So it was tough. Then we also discovered a new opportunity. We realized that we could develop technology solutions that actually work. Startups in Uganda, for example, actually not just in Uganda, in Africa, are raising investment from VCs from the West, US, UK, and all that. We've not had venture capitalists or investors who are African bred. We've not seen African rich men get their money and trust it with startups. So one, we need local investment, we need local money. Number two, startups will need government support. Ideally, when we started UgaBus, we had the first app of UgaBus had been modeled around an app in the US. And when we launched it here, it didn't work. It was a total failure because most of the features could not actually work for the African people. I must admit there are so many times we've come to the brink of closing down the company. But we sit and we spend some nights trying to think and to tilt and think around. And then we've found a way to introduce new service offerings that can bring in money as the others can wait. If we can digitize the bus industry, bring at least 70% of the buses onto the UgaBus platform, and then make it possible for most of the service offerings of the bus industry to come online. I mean, if this is happening in airlines, it can actually happen in the bus industry too. That to me will be a vision achieved in the long run. Recently, I've had my focus on the gifting industry in this country, where people surprise their loved ones and all that. And I've tried to find how they're doing it, and they're just using WhatsApp. And I think very soon these guys will find a way to really go digital and techie and all that kind of stuff. And to me, that gifting industry is going to really work.
Ebo continually co-founder of AWA Bike. So what's new with AWA Bike? We're basically launching or relaunching in all the communities we signed contracts with. I mean, we're excited about all the projects, right? Because I mean, the more communities we're in, the larger we get, and that's really important for us. The idea is to spread the love all around the country and enable everyone commutes when and where they need to go. Just enjoy cycling again. With the pandemic came it's the side effect of basically not being able to do anything, not being able to move up and down first of all, and then schools closed. So our largest communities currently are schools, right? So we're within closed communities, schools, with universities. I mean, before the pandemic hit, there was a strike, right? Schools went on strike, and then pandemic came, and the pandemic went, and there was still a strike, right? So that hit us a lot. So we had to like think outside the box to keep going at the time. We use our bicycles for commuting, exercise, lifestyle. So we decided to also pivot a bit, right, and use bicycles for deliveries, right, within the same close communities, right. So you cycle from one place to the other, carrying whatever it is you need to deliver. Yeah, and that kept us basically throughout the pandemic, right, and helped us develop another aspect of our business, which we were eventually going to go to. For example, this pivoting thing we did, right, and it was a case of there was literally next to no cash coming in, right. So it was a decision we had to make within the company, right, as to what next and how to go ahead, right, to do that, right. So we're able to push for that earlier than normal, right, which is basically get a delivery team together and start like rolling out deliveries within our immediate community, right. So that actually kept us going, right, and it was something I literally pushed for. So in terms of our business model, it hasn't really changed much because we basically make money anytime you use the bicycle, right. You ride from here to there, we charge you, and so it just literally it was an addition to what we were doing before, which was just basically commuting, right. And we're here, we're back in full swing, and people continue to see you beat the odds every time when there's like, it seems like all doors have been shut, right, and you find a way to squeeze open or create a door. You know how you say when you're not invited to the table, you create your table and invite people, right. So I think generally, which is basically, should I say, the story of AWA Bike, right, a lot of ride-hailing businesses, a lot of on-demand motorized transportation that's come into play. We went into the space of non-motorized transportation, right. So we basically created our own area, and we've continued to push, right. So seeing us do that every now and again, right, I guess inspires a lot of people. So I think it brought out that resilience, right, which I like to think I'm known for as an individual, right. I just never quit, never give up, just keep going at it, especially when it seems like things are impossible.